As a quick precursor to this episode, I would love to invite you to attend the autumn edition of my in-person event, Dare Greatly in the Coaching Arena, which will be held on Friday the 8th of November in Barnes, southwest London. It's a 5-minute walk from Barnes Station, and there's also a free car parking place on site. So it's the best of both worlds. We will be preparing and planning for your best ever 2025, and you will leave with that vision and strategy for your next 12 months with a newfound sense of connection and focus. We will be harvesting your present and planting the seeds for a profitable and joyful 2025, allowing your business goals to bloom with ease. I'm very excited to be bringing the warmth of the season and all of those beautiful colours and everything we can learn from shedding what no longer serves us and preparing for spring. Embrace the seasons of change and join me on 8th of November to Dare Greatly in the Coaching Arena. Do not worry if you don't know anyone. I will ensure that you feel welcome from the moment you arrive until the moment you leave. I cannot wait to see you there, and grab the link now in the show notes. Hello and welcome to Women in the Coaching Arena podcast. I'm so glad you're here. I'm Lott, a business mentor and ICF accredited coach, and I help coaches to build brilliant businesses. I know that when you prepare to enter the arena, there is fear, self-doubt, comparison, anxiety, uncertainty. You can tend to armor up and protect yourself from vulnerability. In this podcast, I'll be sharing honest, not hype, practical and emotional tools to support you to make the difference that you're here for. Dare greatly, you belong in this arena. Hello, welcome to episode 69 of Women in the Coaching Arena. I am so glad you are here. It's been a really busy time for me right now. I had my first large in-person event on Friday, which went brilliantly. And today at 4:00, I am talking at a coaching summit. So it's been all go, but I'm excited to share today the 3 core foundations of building your business that are crucial for your success. And what they are may surprise you. So starting with our first pillar, which is community. Nearly every case study I have says this was really important and they didn't realize how important it was beforehand. But I think this lonely world you can get into of sitting on your own all day behind a computer, looking at everyone else's shiny social media, feeling like you're not getting anywhere, it's not going fast enough, all of the things, and feeling stuck without anyone to share and be able to figure out a way forward. That's why I love group coaching for business building, because yes, one-to-one is great, but I think that added extra of community helps more so than one-to-one coaching. On our in-person day, everyone really enjoyed being able to say things aloud to other people who actually get it, being able to brainstorm, get ideas from each other, and champion each other to succeed. I feel like in that room, we created a different type of space than is usually displayed on social media, a space where you knew that everyone was having similar challenges to you rather than feeling like you were the only one. So it was an absolute joy to be part of. I create this in my online community, but it's really made me want to bring more in person into things because you miss the chat at the tea point, for example, just things that you used to be able to do with people. So this Friday, I've thrown in a casual office hours chat where people can just drop in, drop out as they feel like, if they want to say hi, if they want to chat to me and get feedback on anything, or if they want to chat to others in a more relaxed space than our official Tuesday group call, which is usually a bit of a teach, breakout rooms. It has a structure. So I'm excited to be able to just rock up and see what comes. And that's really exciting. My community have also started co-working together recently, which I love. So co-working, if you haven't done it before online, means turning up at a call at a certain time where you are going to work on something. So you might say at the beginning of the call, I'm going to write my email nurture sequence in the next 2 hours. And then everyone will say what they intend to do. Then they may check in 45 minutes, just have a 5-minute break, say, how are you getting on? And then everyone goes on mute and continues. And some people have fed back that it's been amazing because it's all too easy to avoid our work with the washing or the cleaning, the organising the school trips and all the other admin tasks that are way easier to do than writing your nurture sequence or marketing your business. So have a think about how you can bring that connection, but also that structure that you need in your business. If you are missing that type of structure in your business, come join me in the business of coaching. Ask yourself, is saying yes to this opportunity going to get me closer to my goal? Along with the co-working and the general cheerleading and supporting, what I also love about community in business is getting diverse perspectives on your business challenges. We have people that are acing it on TikTok, others that are doing great on Instagram, people that are doing fabulous on LinkedIn. There are all sorts of different ways that people use to build their business. And if you are within a community, you can say, I've got absolutely no idea how to create a reel, and someone will come back going, I'm happy to talk this afternoon, with that help? And it's just a joy to see people, especially women, championing other women, knowing that we all want each other to succeed. Our second pillar that we covered on my in-person day that also is a key part of my Business of Coaching program is strategy. So knowing what you're meant to be doing in your business and having a clear roadmap to get there. We had a great speaker on the day, Jane Johnson, who gave a really good analogy and said, you wouldn't just wander out of the house thinking, I hope I make it to the Roehampton Club today, which is where my event was. You would have looked up the map, looked up your train time, looked up the route, and ensured that you have a plan to get there. So it was really interesting. And Jane shared that 80% of businesses fail in the first 2 years, but only 20% of business owners have a strategy. So she said, that's quite an interesting thing. So is it the 20% that have a strategy that actually succeed? So that was quite some wake-up call for many people in the room, because it's something we forget. You are doing something that's hard that most people have not got the courage to do. Therefore, you are going to have to get as much support and help, inspiration, everything you can on this journey to ensure that you are part of that 20% who succeed. Have you got your overall business model clear in your mind, your ideal client, your offer, your messaging, marketing, sales approach, operational efficiency, financial planning? How are you for all of these things? And thinking about financial planning, we also had a great speaker at my event, Anja Lanksh, I can link to her in the show notes, who did a talk about how emotional finances are for us. And so it's not just the belief that perhaps we are not good at numbers that comes up for many of us. It's often the emotional baggage of, am I worthy to receive? So I think the financial aspect runs deep, and it's something that I used to work on a lot in the start of my business, the money mindset aspect. But you still always need to keep working on it, because you hit another ceiling, and it's like, how can we continue to develop personally so you develop your capacity to receive more? One of my favourite quotes from a case study that I have is from Kate Waterfall Hill, who's a leadership coach, and she just said, I just followed the steps and it works. So I just love the fact when someone can make it so simple, when you can disentangle yourself from the emotional side, which is what generally gets in our way. Business could be so simple. So it's back to, how can you get support on that emotional procrastination, all of the things that are in the way of you following the steps and knowing that it will work. Our third pillar in our Dare Greatly Day, and also in my program, is commitment. So this is more than just saying that you're going to do something. It's about following through even when the going gets tough, and it will get tough. But it's also the structure to help you maintain this commitment and hold you accountable. It's having to show up every week and perhaps complete an action review to see what you have done that month. It's about going in breakout rooms every single week, discussing what are your priorities or what is your plan, all of the things on a weekly reminder to keep giving you that inspiration, keep seeing this is possible for you. So yes, you need to bring that commitment and courage, but also you need to put yourself in an environment which creates that commitment and courage. Another great client of mine, Natasha, who was, I was about to say lacking in commitment in her business. That sounds a bit harsh, but she was wanting to do things on her business, but not doing anything. Through our work together, she showed up and she has built a brilliant business. She's just launched her first group coaching program, so I cannot wait to contact her and see how that went. But she has really stepped up into this business since working together, which is an absolute joy. When we first started working together, she was just bringing in 2% of her income through coaching. And by the end of the 6 months, she had switched that over to 50% income through coaching. So know that this is possible for you. Another question you can ask yourself if you are considering getting support in your business or any decision at all is, will this investment give me 4 to 10 times the amount of the investment in my lifetime? So it's not just throughout the program, it multiplies, and every single decision you make accumulates over time. So that is how I build businesses. That is the environment I believe women in particular need to build a business. That's not saying men never join the program, because men also need this, but I do think women are really tribal. And I also spoke about on my in-person day, and others confirmed it was true at the end, that lots of women clarify things through talking. So in other words, you can't just sit on your own writing out your niche statement for the 10th time. You need to be able to actually have a conversation, keep talking, and you will gain that clarity as you go. So I hope this helps you to think about how you can get that community, that strategy and commitment in your life. And if you want a ready-made version, that is what I do, because I have created exactly what I wish I could find. And actually, I'm on the brink of just signing up to a program which makes me remember why it's so nerve-wracking when you make this decision. So I do know this, but it literally feels like it's everything that I've been trying to create myself and trying to find over years of investing in business coaches. So it's very exciting. I will keep you posted. And I have no doubt if I join this program, things are going to change massively in my business going forward. So I cannot wait to keep you posted. So drop me a line on LinkedIn as Joanna Lott. I would love to hear from you and hear your insights from this episode. And like I say at the end of every episode, trust yourself, believe in yourself, and be the wise gardener who keeps on watering the seed. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Women in the Coaching Arena. I have a mass of free resources on my website, joannalottcoaching.com. That's Joanna with an A and Lott with 2 T's, joannalottcoaching.com. And I'll also put links in the show notes below. Let me know if you found this episode useful, share it with a friend and leave me a review, and I will personally thank you for that. Remember to trust yourself, believe in yourself, and be the wise gardener who keeps on watering the seed. Get into the arena, dare greatly and try.